Welcome, everybody, to The Gauntlet. And if you don't know me, my name's down here. I'm David Pruce. I'm the host of this show, typically or very often. This is ChessDojo's premier game show currently, chess game show. And today's contestant is National Master Atulya Vaidya, or as some of you may know him, Can the Kara win?
What's up? I hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, I'm excited to be on. I'm also scared because I saw Amon's performance and Amon's supposed to be really good at chess. So I feel like I have my work cut out for me, but should be fun.
We have had good players on here and fail. We've had good players on here and succeed. If you saw Anton, who came on after Amon, Anton had an amazing performance. So, your FIDE rating is not the only predictor of success in this format, but Amon has a lot of experience playing handicap and odds and things like that. So he had a lot going for him, and it just didn't quite work out. It came down to one move here or there.
Yeah.
You're going to be the first national master to take on the gauntlet in a while. It's been kind of like a slew of GMs largely in our regular season so far. So you're going to get to represent for the national masters. I would say it takes a little pressure off of you because, if you score well, people will be surprised. If you're a grandmaster and you come on here, people almost take it for granted. And then if you don't score well, they're like, ugh, come on.
Yeah, there's no pressure.
But for you, I would say there's not so much pressure. And then if you do well, people are going to be shocked.
I'll take it. Yeah.
So, there's a bonus fourth round that's not shown on the leaderboard because not everybody achieves it. So the rules of the regular season gauntlet say that if someone scores 3,000 points in the first 3 rounds, they trigger a bonus round against a national master, which is always supposed to be a huge challenge. National masters are pretty good, right, Atulya?
We'll find out.
If you could get to that bonus round, you would be faced with a sort of cannibalism situation. You'd have to take on one of your own.
It's fine.
You'll play against yourself. 2 accounts. Trick the gauntlet. That is a really good plan. So Dritman asking about how the scores add up here, right, on the leaderboard, which you all can see. Smirnov last week, I think, surprised many people by eclipsing Ray Robson's mark. Ray is capable of playing bullet blindfold. I don't know if you can do that, Atulya.
Yeah. Nope.
No? Okay, me neither. But he plays 1-minute chess blindfolded and then also takes on some other handicaps. But forgetting about all the other handicaps, he can play bullet blindfold. It takes me 2 or 3 seconds to figure out which square is highlighted on chess.com without the pieces. So I don't know how he does that. It seemed like it'd be very hard to beat his mark. And if you look, Smirnov did it quite comfortably. I mean, he scored 200 points more than Ray in round 2, 200 points more than him in round 3. And in his bonus round against a national master, he actually chose to take more conservative handicaps because he was in such a good position that he could, quote unquote, make it easy for himself in the bonus round and clean out the jackpot. So, I mean, seeing Smirnov's performance last week, if Ray Robson or whoever was on top of the leaderboard had 200 or 300 more points, I think Smirnov would have had a very good chance to score 200 or 300 more points by taking more handicaps in the last round. So he definitely broached the question of, is it possible to hit 5,000 one day in the gauntlet? Because I could have easily seen him scoring 4,800 if he needed more points in the last round.
Wow.
So that was crazy.
So that's the score I have to beat.
That's the score you have to beat if you want the final bragging rights at the end of 2021. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also have a goal of just looking good on TV or scoring 2,000 points or 3,000 points. I don't know what kind of a goal or how you approach things in general with goal setting or not.
It'll be based on the first game.
Be based on the first game, see how it goes.
If I'm playing good chess today.
Yeah.
Always up in the air.
I tend to take things one game at a time. So if I went into this contest, I wouldn't yet be thinking to myself about 5,000 or 3,000 or whatever I want at the end of the show. I'd be like, round 1, I have some kind of goal, right? I've got some kind of plan. I'm going to take on these handicaps. I've got, a 60% chance of winning with them. Let's see if I can get whatever 1,400 in a best case scenario, and maybe like 11 or 1,200 if I mess one thing up. That's how I'd probably start myself, but I have not been the contestant here in a while. I will be on again at some point, though. I am looking forward to being a contestant again one day.
Nice.
Chat, the way this works is we need 3 opponents for Atulya. And the first one needs to have a rapid rating between 800 and 1,200. You'll get to play a 10-minute game against him with a 2-second increment. So we need first an opponent between 800 and 1,200, chess.com rapid, then 1,200 and 1,600 for round 2, and then 1,600 to 2,000 for round 3. If there's any mod or anybody like just randomly helpful in chat who wants to keep track of that for me, that could be helpful because I've got a lot I keep track of during the show. But if somebody's, saying they want to be in round 2 or they want to be round 3 and you want to just pick somebody so it's really random, that would be awesome. And I am going to start scouring chat for an 800 to 1,200 rated opponent for round 1. So, newish chess players. Is there anybody here who would like a chance to take on Atulya in the first round today? And Atulya, you're also streaming on your own channel, right? As we do this? Yeah. Cool. I've been shouting out your channel here, so folks, you can definitely give him a follow and check out his streaming. He's unfortunately starting work on Monday, but planning to keep streaming some.
Yeah. I'll definitely keep at it. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, Wolfgang only. You are between 800 and 1,200, and you would like to come play the first round? Wolfgang warns that they've been losing a lot lately. Ooh. Is that a problem for you, Atulya, if they're on a losing streak?
I think it's fine. I think they should keep it up.
You should keep it up.
One more game.
One more game, and then turn it around. Mm-hmm. You want to win. That's fine, Wolfgang. We do want you guys to try and beat the person on the gauntlet. I always feel awkward talking to the contestant when they're losing, but you're still supposed to beat them. I mean, that's the only way it's fun, is if you actually try and beat them. So absolutely try to win it. Tell us your chess.com username so I can look you up over there. And I'll be issuing the match command so you guys don't have to find each other in live chess. You just both need to be in live chess. Okay. And yeah, I will start the game later when we're all ready. First, Atulya is going to pick his handicaps. First, I'm going to check that your rating is between 800 and 1,200. Sometimes Atulya, somebody's got, a rapid rating of 1,000 and a blitz rating of 2,600, and then I don't use them as the first round opponent.
But maybe it's a big losing streak.
Yeah. Or it'll just be somebody who only played like 2 rapid games 3 years ago, and then they played a lot of blitz. All right. Great. Let's look this up. Okay. Yeah. 1,000 in rapid, 900 in blitz, 800 in bullet is totally fair. Cool. Totally fair. All right. So, Wolfgang, you will be the first round contestant. You are allowed to continue listening for now as Atulya picks the handicaps. So you will know what handicaps he has. Your goal is to beat him, to make him score 0 points. But of course, if he violates some of his handicaps, he'll also lose points for that. So fun. All right. Atulya, you want to talk us through your handicaps here?
So I'm thinking off the bat I should play blindfolded.
Okay.
I think that makes sense in the first round. Like, we just try to secure the points, and it's very hard to mess that one up. Mm-hmm.
Right. You can't forget about blindfold and suddenly turn your pieces on for one move and turn them back off. It's actually pretty annoying to switch settings. So, yeah.
And then we were saying knights can't touch the rim is probably a good one.
Okay. You discussed the strategy a little bit with your channel, huh?
A little bit, yeah. Because some of my chat have watched a lot of these episodes before, so they know a lot more about like how these work together than I do.
Yeah, there's like quite a learning curve, so it's definitely helpful to have seen some stuff. Like, so when Anton came on last week, I mean, obviously he's like a great, he's like a great, talented 2600 GM. But we've had other 2600 and 2700 level players on, and one thing that Anton had done is he had gone back. He like looked at the leaderboard and was like, top scores: Ray Robson, Steven Zierk, Benjamin Bach, and he went back and watched their episodes and saw what they did, so he knew like what layouts and selections they had made, and then he was like, here's where I can score as much, here's where I can't score as much. So like he actually knew he was going to score less in round 1, you can see, but had a plan to score more in round 2. So
did he choose the same ones in round 1 and 2?
He did. Yeah, okay. He had a setup which he thought kind of like maximized and that he could still just do in round 2. Whereas normally you'll see like the handicaps going down each round. But I mean, no one can argue with that score. So
I feel like No En Passant is a pretty easy one to take on.
That's right. I think pretty much the only way to fail it is to forget it. Actually, if you saw Amon, there was one point where if he could have En Passant, he could have won the game.
I did see that, yeah.
Right? And he was going for like,
open up a file.
He was going for like over like 1,000 points in round 3 or something. And he was like one move away from winning. And his opponent had that G5 move. And if he could En Passant, it was like over. Like for sure, he would score 1,000 points and have the highest round 3. But he wanted to like get everything in round 3. So he didn't En Passant. Oh, that was sad. But yeah, I failed it by forgetting it once when I was doing the show.
I think I'd probably take a Bomb Cloud as well.
Okay.
And then we might as well... I might as well go big. I have nothing to lose here.
That's right.
Like, worst case, I score badly, and then it's like, that's expected.
Yeah.
I'll take pawns only moving once.
Yeah.
And good. I can't decide between 1 or 2 of the 3-minute time odds.
Right.
I think 4 minutes should be enough. So I'll take 2.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Awesome.
Chat, you guys have any like last second additions to this?
That would push you over 1,000 if it all worked out for you. I think pawns only moving 1 goes well with your other choices here.
Yeah, but if I do no promotion, then it's like I can't win in an endgame.
Right.
So, can I? No, but if I do, how would I do can't move king? I have to Bomb Cloud. I can't.
Right. Yeah, you can't do those two together. It doesn't quite work. I suppose we could allow you to play like king e2 and then not move your king, but that's even worse with the king on e2. And that's not been the rule for anyone else, so we're not going to mess with that. It's like new handicap. You must bring your king to e4 and then stop moving it for the rest of the game. That would be so impossible.
Yeah, they just play knight f6 and you lose.
Yeah. I think that if you really wanted to, you could handicap either your rook or your queen for like 125 more points. I think you could get away with that. I mean, your odds of winning will go down a few percent for sure, but I believe that your odds would still be over 50% if you took one of those.
Oh man. Okay, I'll take queens can't capture pawns.
Alrighty.
And then maybe we take the bishops as well, chat. Thoughts? Let's go big.
What?
Just handicap all of the pieces. The only piece that works is rooks.
The only one is the rooks that's left? Yeah.
But what I'm thinking is I can just bore them. Like...
Yeah, you just hang around till they slowly...
game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not in any rush with these.
Right.
The capture one, I watched Amon do that. That looked painful.
That's brutal. I failed that one too. I failed a lot of these because I've, tried it a bunch, but yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. So the bishop one, if I have a bishop on like b2 and the king's on h8, it's still check, right?
Yeah, chess.com will force them to like block the check.
Okay.
So it'll still work like that. If they've got a rook on g7, they won't be able to move the rook.
Okay, if I have a
It'll
rook
like
on G7,
it'll
they
like
can't
work.
take it.
It'll work
Okay.
as a pin. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So that's just how it works.
Yeah, maybe I just take that as well. Why not?
Oh
Let's
my
just go
goodness.
all in.
Dude, 1400 would be crazy. That would be totally crazy. You should know you're allowed to write down like what your handicaps are to help you keep track of them, or you can look in the gauntlet file that I have where it'll be listed. Are you sure you want only 4 minutes with all of these things now?
Yeah, that's my. I don't know. Is 4 minutes enough? 4 minutes is a lot of time, though. I only play bullet nowadays.
Oh yeah, okay.
So, but playing blindfolded is the problem.
Right.
Yeah, and that's one where like if I go under 4 minutes, I just lose the game. It's not a question of like I lose the points.
Yeah, you get 0 if you flag. That's the only one that just actually nixes you.
Okay, I might just take one like 3 minute timeout then.
That's
Actually, no, just keep it. Just keep it.
Keep it.
It's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, let's
right.
have some fun.
All right. Before I start the game, I want to make sure that you've turned off your pieces because I don't want like the game to start and your clock's ticking. You're trying to change the settings. So
all right, let me switch to this scene so you guys can see the handicaps on the right. And I have to change it to blindfold, right? So now you guys see my pieces, and now you still see my pieces. So I didn't save something. Okay, we try again. I press save this time. And now it should work. All right. I should be good to go, I think.
Okay, great. I have to add one more thing to this graphic because you took so many handicaps that they're not all showing. Queens.
Yeah, we might as well go down swinging.
That's right. Like the one episode you watched with Amon, right? He was swinging. He was swinging for the fences. All right. Awesome. Let's see what I forgot to do. Oh, I didn't set up a donation bar for today. We like to each week raise $100 to like increase our jackpot over time in order to get big names interested in coming in and playing. So let me just quickly set that up, even though that's like a super lame thing to do on stream. But it is a fundamental piece of this show. So, so the prize, our goal each week is 100, and we generally hit exactly that goal. And today, we'll go 8, 15, 20, 21. Okay, so hopefully that'll work. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. I am going to try and start this game for them in a moment here. And is your name on chess.com Can the Cara win?
Yep, it's the same.
Okay.
I'm probably going to close out a chat.
And do you also like the Khan Sicilian? Is that why it's spelled with a K?
No, it's just for the Caracan. That's it.
Just for the Caracan.
Yep.
Nice.
If I do play a Sicilian, I'll play the Khan, but I think it's because of like chat asking now more so than anything.
Okay. So I'm going to mute myself on Zoom just so I don't distract you while you're playing. You can talk if you want to, or you can shut up and focus, like whatever works for you.
I probably will be talking. Just a heads up.
Totally up to you. No obligations. All right. Can the Cara win? Really, though, bro? 10-2 you. Unrated. You've got white. Good luck. If you score over 1,000 points, we'll be proud of you.
Cool.
All right. Here we go, everybody. Game one is off.
All right. Well, at least it starts off pretty easy. I have to play E3 and King E2.
Okay. He's remembering the first one.
There. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm thinking we go for some sort of like hippo setup. So I'll play like G3 and Bishop G2. And then just play very solid.
Yeah.
The good thing is I can play the long game. I don't have to win right now. I can just go for the flag.
That's right. You
But
just try and flag his opponent.
Bishop G4, I just have F3, which is fine. Let's just go Bishop G2.
I think one of the trickiest things when playing this kind of slow, long game blindfolded is keeping track of where all your opponent's pieces are. So it's a good thing for Atulya that black is playing very logical moves.
It's not really doing anything yet.
Sometimes a 900 rated player in the opening will play, something very bizarre.
The reason I'm not going to kingside attack is I can't take a pawn with my queen, and I feel like that's a lot of mating attacks at this level.
Yeah, he can't give mating attacks.
If I line up some battery and then I can't even do anything with it.
Exactly. The main handicap on queens can't capture pawns is threatening any checkmates. So it goes well with playing like a long game, which is what he's done. All the ones he's chosen work pretty well for playing for a long game. Daster's wondering, why do people continually play fianchettos when they take these kind of slow approaches to the games, the gauntleteers? And I think the reason is that they want to play kind of like a hippo with this knight on G1 going to E2 at some point. So they want to play king E1 and knight E2.
So I couldn't even take on D5 if it was hanging because my bishop wouldn't be able to recapture. Oh, man.
Yeah.
E5,
so if instead you put your bishops on E2 and D2, Daster,
I would love to play D4 here, but that's very illegal.
then your knights have to go to F3 and C3, but you've got a bad position in the center, so your opponent can kick them away, right? You've got this disadvantage in the center, so it's hard to secure.
I'll just play D3. Where do I want a fianchetto? I think D3 is fine.
It's hard to secure squares for your knight in the center. Like when you play normal chess with your pawns moving 2 squares and fighting and all that.
If he goes E4, I'll just take it, trade queens, and then I don't have to worry about the queen one anymore. Which is good.
Yeah, queen trade would perfectly fine.
I do only have
for
3
him.
minutes left.
So I've been a bit slow.
A little bit. But if he's kept track of where everything is and gotten comfortable, he's still okay. Still okay. I would say his chances of winning this game are probably pretty close to 50-50.
I guess I'll just play H3, just stop any bishop G4 stuff from coming.
I would have probably played king F1, knight E2 here as white.
At some point in time, I think I'll just play king F1, knight E2.
Hey, there we go.
I'm just going to wait for him to make a mistake.
Exactly.
I don't want to overcomplicate anything.
Exactly. Don't try and do anything. Just let your opponent lose the game all on their own. Just sit there, focus on where their pieces are, Play like king F1, knight E2.
Castles, I'll play king F1. We can both go king side. It's fine.
Yep.
I can even go knight E2, king G1, king H2.
Yep. Good plan. And just sit there and wait for the opponent to do something. Absolutely right. Oh, chess coach Ned.
But yeah, I mean, I'm basically playing with the black pieces at this point. But
Frank, thank you for the raid.
So
I wanted to put an extra exclam at the end there. For everybody rating us, we've got...
Okay, I'll go knight E2.
You're coming in at a good time.
Now I can actually play D4. I wanted to last move, but I couldn't take with the queen at the end.
Yeah. So this is National Master Atulya Vaidya taking on the Gauntlet. This is our game show, and we are in 2 minutes into game 1. There's 3 rounds, so you guys are going to get to see the whole show. And he's taken on a whole series of handicaps.
Okay, I'll go even more patient. I'll play B3, bishop B2.
Much better than D4.
Anything.
He's absolutely right.
I'm just going to play the slowest game of chess
Exactly. Right. In theory, he could play D4 like some people were thinking, like he was thinking, but why? White's not in good fighting shape. Just absolutely wait for your opponent to do something bad.
Hello? What is this? The D5 pawn is hanging, but I can't take it with the bishop?
He noticed.
I guess I'll take it with the knight.
Yeah.
Seems pretty good.
So good. See? Why play D4? Why start a fight when you can wait for your opponent to hang something? Just take it and then keep defending. We'll definitely do something cool at the end of the season, Daster. At the very end, we'll do something special for some of the people who've done the best over the course of the whole season. We'll do a special end of the year thing.
And I can't play C4 to protect it.
That's true. You can't play C4.
So that's unfortunate. I guess I'll take on B6.
And then just
I
keep
assume
sitting
queens
around.
will come off the board. I can might as well just. Oh, he takes with the queen. Okay.
Ooh, he doesn't
Actually,
know
a
that
good
a6 has
move.
been played.
Now queen d5's check wins the piece, but I can't take the piece. Ah.
Oh, he doesn't know where some of the pieces are, folks. Oh, no.
I can't even take the pawn on e5. I guess I just go king g1.
He doesn't realize he still has the d3 pawn. He
All right,
thinks he
it's
can play
fine.
queen
Maybe
d5.
I should have played like bishop d5. No, I couldn't. Ah.
Ooh, this is getting really tough. Oh, no.
Don't do this to yourself, chat. My brain hurts already.
Oh, no.
Okay, but I'm up a pawn. Bishop e6, okay? I'll go c3.
Yeah.
Not in any rush
He
still.
could just be playing king h2, queen
Just
d2, but
slow
he's
down.
got to keep track of where the opponent's
d8,
pieces
let's
are.
just go queen c2.
He's got to... He doesn't know that this is there, and he thinks his opponent's pawn
And
is
I
on
just want to go
a7
king
and
h2 and
b5,
bring
I
a rook
think.
to
I thought
d1.
this was hanging.
We'll just win the endgame.
So we're hoping that he discovers the d3 pawn by accident in a way that doesn't cost him everything, right?
Knight e7, okay. c4 is rather tempting.
Yeah, I agree.
It's fine. Let's just keep it slow. But I do think c4 was a good move.
Yeah.
Knight c8, okay.
Hooray.
I didn't know thousands knew how to maneuver. What is this?
Crazy maneuver.
Okay, his knight's now on d6, which is a good square.
Hey.
I guess I'll go c4 now.
At least Atulya knows where one of the opponent's pieces are, right? The knight on d6. That's good. That's
he goes
something.
e4, I can't even trade bishops. I need him to take.
That's right. His bishop would not
King
be allowed to
c7,
take
we'll
on
bring my
g7.
knight into the game. Knight d5 coming next move.
Daster had asked earlier about
F7,
these bishops
okay,
and being
I'll go-
fianchettoed. One thing I would do with the bishop in this position is actually inch the
I-
bishop to c3
I want to go knight
Then
d5
queen
and I know
b2.
he'll take it.
and
But I
slowly
can't
use
take
that
back with my
bishop. That's one of the
Okay,
reasons
it's
I
fine. I'll go knight
fianchetto.
d5 and I'll just take with the rook, I guess.
He
Just gut
thinks he's gonna
feeling
take with the
says
rook.
that
He's gonna be
it's
surprised.
taken.
He's going to be surprised.
But I can't
when
take
he-
with the bishop, even though that would win the queen, because I'm still confident that I can win this game with a lot of points.
Right, he's not going to violate the
Wow, he
bishop.
didn't
Think he's
take
doing
it.
something. Oh, that was a
Where
good
did they
move.
find these thousands?
That was definitely a good move from that
I guess I'll take
1,000.
f4.
Now, it'd be great for black to throw in this move if they count on him not taking with his bishop.
Okay, and then I'll take with the knight.
Yeah. You're doing all right, Vaidya. You're doing all right, my
Expecting
friend.
like bishop d5. Maybe bishop takes b2.
That would be good news for him to get rid of one of his handicap pieces. Atulya basically wants to play like a rook
I can't
endgame.
trade bishops. I can't even take d5 or take e6 and play bishop d5. Yeah. But at some point in time, I want to go bishop f3 so that I can play bishop d5.
Exactly, the inching into the board from the fianchetto position.
Okay, I'm hoping for bishop b2. I want pieces to come off the board because my pieces don't work.
Yeah.
Knight b5. Okay, what's the idea? Maybe knight d4.
Does he know his pawn can take it?
I'll bring my rook into the game.
He doesn't. He's forgot about his pawn on c4, folks. Yeah, the blindfold is the
He
hardest
goes
part
with
of this
knight
one so
d4.
far.
I'll just take that.
Yeah, he's going to get rid of that bad bishop. He's happy to do this. So.
Takes back
There's no problem
probably
for him.
with the bishop.
Intense. So, by the way, folks, Atulya's got 1 minute and 26 seconds left. That's not a lot. That's not a
I
lot.
have to be careful. I only have a minute
For a
left,
long, long
minute
game.
and a half.
Wow.
But e6 is hanging. E6 is a free piece.
He's almost thinking the exact
Alright,
same
I'll
things
take
as me.
E6 with the knight as well. F2 isn't a worry for me because I didn't see it.
He wants to take the rooks. It's not a worry because I didn't see it. That's a good reason.
So now I'll just take F8.
Yes, you're taking stuff, man. Unbelievable.
And then we can just trade everything. if
You've got a
you want.
great
So he goes with
chance.
Takes F8. So now F2 could be a problem.
Oh, man, he's aware of it.
Let me just go rook E2 and just defend across the second.
Yep. Just keep waiting.
Yeah, now we're down into blindfold bullet territory.
I think if Atulya didn't have as many things on his mind, he'd probably
bishop e4 might be an insane
be a decent blindfold player, worse than chess. I think it's how
idea
many.
bishop d5, of course. Oh, he just resigns. Okay, we take those.
Wow.
All right.
And we get one of the first resignations we've had on the gauntlet. We're going to throw the axe for you, Atulya. Boom! 1,400 points!
We take those, I guess.
Can you believe that you just scored 1,400 points in the gauntlet?
No, I can't believe how many times he hung bishop d5 and I couldn't play it.
Oh, man. Whew. Well, I think the hardest part of that for you was the blindfold. Like, it's like taking time and effort to keep track of the pieces. Was that a correct read?
Yes.
Yeah. You might watch the episode recording later on YouTube or something, or on VOD, and you'll see that you and I thought of a lot of the same things around the same time. Like, I'd be like, now the tricky part is he's got 1 minute and 26 seconds later and then left. And then you're like, now I am getting a bit low on time given how long a game I'm playing. I've got 1 minute and 20 seconds. Just like echoing.
That's good. You're the expert here, so.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think you figured out almost everything I know about this show by now. You really, I mean, I don't know if what I figured out about it is right, but as far as I know, you've understood it. So,
okay.
Yeah. At one point, your opponent played knight to b5, and you had a pawn on c4.
C4, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't take it.
Nope, forgot about that.
I think you forgot about it. And for a long time, you were playing as if you didn't have a d pawn.
Yep, that's what my chat just told me.
Your chat told you after the game.
The d3 pawn.
You spent a lot of time talking about like your rook on the d file and what you could or couldn't do on the file. And we were just hoping that you would find your d pawn in like a not disastrous way, like try to play rook to d5 or something, and then you can't play it, and then you realize, but you haven't hung anything. So.
Yeah.
Wow, 1,400 points, folks. Let's bring up the leaderboard and look what kind of company that puts Atulya in at the moment. Check this out. Who has scored 1,400 points before in round one? Only 3 people, and they're currently in first, second, and third place on the overall leaderboard. Smirnov, Robson, Zirk.
Well, that's good. That's good company to be in.
That's a good company. Woo!
I don't think I can do that again.
No.
Especially not with the black pieces.
That was too tough. That was too crazy. But it was a very well-suited strategy, and I think you made some really good decisions not to press the action. Like, there was a time in the opening where you could have played d4 and started trying to fight in the center. You could have, like, there were certain actions you could have undertaken, and every time at the last moment you decided, you know what, I just won't do anything. And that was, like, always right.
Yeah, I don't know why he resigned. There's definitely a lot left to be played.
Yeah.
I mean, down a full rook, but, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
But your chances were getting up there. I mean, like, the time pressure was an issue. It would have been close and exciting to watch the end. But I think you would have won it.
I was hoping I could get bishop e4 off. Then I was pretty confident in my position.
Bishop e4 and then slowly bishop d5.
And then bishop d5. Yeah.
It was coming. All right. We've got somebody shaking in their boots for you for round 2. They're terrified after watching round 1.
Oop.
So, Daster 95 seems to be your round 2 opponent. You know this fellow?
He's hopped in my chat one time when you guys rated me once.
Okay, yeah.
And he said he was not a troll. That's the only thing he said.
Said he was not a troll. That's not quite true.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
He is the leading chess playing stand-up comic of Sweden. His chess is not particularly dangerous. His jokes are really good, though. So that won't help him in this particular contest, but you're forewarned just in case somehow he plays.
If I lose, he deserves, like, I have to be receiving some jokes, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a fair trade. Okay.
Yeah. If you lose, he owes it to you to come into your channel and make a couple good jokes in chat. Let's pull up our menu of handicaps again and send you back into the restaurant. What would you like for this next round here?
I don't know, because we only planned ahead if the first round went badly. We never considered the first round going well.
Only planned for disaster. All right.
So it was like, how do we stop the bleeding in case the first round goes badly?
Yeah. Did you hope for the best?
Yeah, I used your advice, which was kind of like, I think if you didn't say that, I'm probably playing more aggressively, like trying to win with as many one pawn moves as I can. As opposed to just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah.
Which I now realize might be the strategy.
Yeah. All right. So you prepared for the worst. You hoped for the best, prepared for the worst, did not prepare for the best. You got the best. Now you're going to have to come up with something on the fly here. So Daster is rated somewhere between 1,200 and 1,600.
Okay.
Let me see where he's at these days. 1,470.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, any suggestions, chat? I'm thinking I play this one with my eyes open. So maybe we take triple time odds just right off the bat. See how that goes.
Yeah.
It's not that, like, it's very few point difference.
Sometimes when you play bullet, then the opponent plays bullet too. And then it's not even really a handicap, right? Because you like tricked somebody rated 1,300 or 1,700 or 1,200 into playing bullet with you. And then it's like, great, let's both play bullet.
I could do that. I could play the hippo with the black pieces. I might take the same odds, except with no castling instead of a bomb cloud. So no castling, pawns only one move, no en passant, knights can't touch the rim. Was that it? I think that was it.
100. Knights can't touch the rim. Okay, last time you also had the bishops only moving 1 to 2 squares, I think.
Yeah,
and you had the queen. Well. And you had the queen can't capture.
Yeah, okay, we'll take both of those again.
Take both of those again. Wow.
Yeah.
You're gonna at least like it'll be easy to remember them.
And I can see now, which is good.
Yeah. Did I get anything
that's an improvement.
wrong? No, I think I've got it right. I've got 3-minute time odds 3 times. I've got no castling, pawns only move 1, no en passant, queens can't capture, bishops move 1 to 2 squares, and knights can't touch the rim for 975 points.
Yeah, chat's trying to convince me to go for more. I don't know if that's a good idea, though. Yeah, that's a good point, Rats. Huh. Okay, maybe we do even more just for some fun.
Okay. As long as you're having fun, then I won't have to sit here awkwardly like, well, he tried, but he didn't win. Sorry.
Maybe we take on a little bit of who needs the center.
Who needs the center? A huge number of points. Who needs the center? Your pawns can't get there 1 move anyway, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm playing black. Like, I can capture a piece, right? If it's on E4, D4, E5,
That's
D5.
right. And then you can sit on the square you've captured on.
Cool.
Indefinitely, but if you step off, you can't step back onto an empty square ever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is my favorite handicap. People don't take it very often. Seth knows. He knows it's my favorite handicap.
Okay.
Maybe because Kostya thought of all the other ones and I thought of this one. Just kidding. Wow. Going for 1175. You were really good if you do that. Oh, make sure to turn your pieces back on before we kick this thing off.
Smart.
Since you'll be playing bullet.
Well, I can play the kid. That's a good point. I just can't play F5. I can play F6, F5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super slow kid.
I also can't castle.
That's right.
I don't know. I think we just like hippo or something, chat. I think we can do it. Does anyone know anything about Daster? Like, or are we gonna get destroyed? Is he just gonna send for my king? Come on, chat. Someone has to know.
He's asking for. He's asking for
F5,
profiles.
He played F5, D5, E5, C5. Maybe I'm happy no one told me anything about him, because that was terrifying.
Yeah.
But no, I think we're good. I think we just go for it.
We may rename this show the Hippo at some point. It gets used a fair amount.
At least my king doesn't have to go to e2 then to f1. It can just go directly to f8 this time.
My king will get to f1 one move faster. Yes. All right. I'm gonna kick you guys off then.
All right.
Match Daster 95. Can the Caro win?
Okay, chat. We need some good music for this one.
10 to you. So, to be clear, your clock can go down to 900. If I ever see 859, I'm going to have to stop you and give you the 0. All right. Good luck.
Okay. One sec. I got to get a song playing.
Oh, Daster, okay, you need to log in, my friend. Daster, we need you in live chess. Oh, our chat is cheering for Daster. Sorry, Atulya.
It's fine.
They're getting behind their boy. Daster's name does rhyme with Patzer, doesn't it?
Oh.
He does
he's both.
He does a segment as like a guest on Saturday mornings often for us. We have we have a couple shows where viewers come on and he anchors a show called Patzers, but never realized before that his name just rhymes with it.
Dang. He's one of them, hopefully.
Daster Patzer. Let me see again if he's online now. Nope, not online. It also rhymes with pastor, yeah.
That's true,
like
but that doesn't help my confidence. I like yours better.
Yeah. All right. I'll just keep starting the game in case he logs in. There he is.
Let's go.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right, chat. We play the Caracan, but we don't play the actual Caracan.
He's not allowed
to. With d6 and g6.
Yeah, he can't even play d5 on his second move. He just can't even go in the center.
I also can't even play d5. That would lose 200 points off the rip.
Yeah, this is a no center game, folks. For black, he can only go into the center if it's to capture
into a
white piece. Otherwise, stay back. Stay back. Stay out of the center. All right, into a Pierce we go. Just gonna have to remember not to castle.
The more scary the move e5 is going to be at some point in time, because I can't play d5.
Right, he'll have to open the game. He won't be able to push past.
Keep time up and just try to play for
big strategic
another
difference.
Slow game.
I like the Daster.
break with c5 though if I need to.
I looked at Daster's time for a second. Was like, oh my god, he's almost flagging already. But no, can the Caro win? Has 1 second more than he started with. Perfect, Atulya, perfect. Yeah, Seth, I think he played c6 just because,
not fall for some bishop f7, knight g5, knight e6 stuff.
Just because he's trying to promote the Caro Con. I don't think it was very helpful.
If I played knight d7, I think I just lose the game. All right.
He can't even castle, which is going to keep him from getting checkmated.
h6 is good, and then we beeline to h7.
All right. We've seen
e5 is coming. Ooh, d5. D5 is just as scary. It has the same problems. I can't play e5. E5 is such a pretty move to make here, and it's not legal.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this: if he trades everything,
c5.
it would be really terrible if he let white do this, folks. This would be like the ultimate disaster. Let's go back to the game and see what he chose.
Is so painful on d6. But I think I have to do it. Otherwise, how else do I? Can't really defend it.
He tried to keep these two pieces.
This pawn is going to come back to hurt me
at bay for a while. But yeah, this is like a really trash Benoni right now.
Yeah, this d6 pawn is going to suck.
Yeah, I mean, he needs time to castle. He needs time to play a6 to stop knight b5. If white plays bishop f4, that pawn's almost dead. On d6, white threatens knight e4 and knight b5 at once. Oh, no!
Immediately attacks it. Smart. Oh. I can play with pawn odds. I'm giving way more odds than just pawns. Really.
The thing is, when you lose the d6 pawn, it all collapses.
I don't think I can. I think this game has gone awry. Unfortunately. I think we ditch the slow chess and just go for crazy now.
It's done, friend. Your position is officially done. There's no normal chess way to hold this this pile together anymore. Oh man.
Yeah, I can't guard the D pawn.
If pawns could move 2
Oh, I
squares.
can play knight f5 though. Let's just go king f8, knight e4, knight f5.
He finds the one defense.
Oh God,
that was
I
an
don't know
only
how I didn't
move.
see that g5 was so unnecessary, but it's okay.
No, G5 was fine for this
It's
strategy.
fine.
This was basically like the
I've
gauntlet
got 20
version of an
seconds
only
left.
move.
Let's keep the speed up.
20 seconds.
I want to play a6 and then b6, b5 and just expand. And if knight e4 comes, I have to just instantly play knight f5.
Hey, CL Prasanna.
Come on, all the bullet I've played has to prepare me for this.
Unfortunately for you, all links are auto-modded, so nobody knows what you want us to subscribe
H4
to.
we go g4. Our bishop's just gonna stay where they are. I don't want to deal with them moving. If knight b5, I still go knight f5 and then a6. Okay, he's chewing clock, which is annoying because I want him to play fast.
Yeah, you want to get in that bullet
But
rhythm
I think
with
he's
him.
been here before, so
He's definitely seen a lot of
man.
episodes of this show. Knight b5, knight f5 is
You know,
not
it's
particularly
there's
good
some,
or bad.
Crazy moves here, like knight d2, rerouting it to c4. Oh God, I hope he doesn't see stuff like that. You just have to believe, I guess.
Yeah, he's not threatening b5
Yeah,
because
like if
his
he plays
pawns
his
only
knight
move
d2
one
here,
square.
what do I do?
I kind of like
Okay,
for white,
that's
by the
fine.
way, folks. Rook takes knight to
Is he
stop knight
threatening?
f5. Queen takes, and then knight
I don't
b5.
see anything. Let me just play b6
But here they are.
and then b5. With the speed, I need the speed.
Yeah. Atulya's just got to trust himself here. I mean, in a terrifying position.
If a piece lands on e4, I play knight f5. Otherwise, I don't play knight f5 because I can't recapture. Okay.
Yeah.
Now b5, c4 is a threat. He's starting mate on e8. Wow. I just completely missed that. Wow.
Daster
I'm just bad at
electrifying
chess.
us. 10
That
seconds
wasn't
left.
even a.
Check. He
that
won't be
wasn't
able to
even a
take with the queen
handicap.
because of
That's
mate.
just me being garbage at the game.
Oh.
Damn, that's tough.
Man. Makes you think that
Wow.
Cartier Tank is playing white,
That
but
was
it was
just pathetic.
Daster. He's been learning something from
I
his time with
shouldn't have taken
Cartier.
the 4-pawn control thing, especially not with black. I mean, hopefully he doesn't see queen e8.
Oh!
Like, okay, who plays this and then
Oh,
doesn't see
man
queen
down.
E8?
Man down.
Yeah, this is just lost.
Oh.
Okay, I haven't made any illegal moves yet, though.
Yeah.
Maybe if I can swindle something.
He hasn't violated anything
I
yet.
just don't
He's
even
just
know
getting
where that swindle will
thrashed.
come
That's all.
from.
Dang.
But I don't believe I've done anything wrong yet.
This literally looks
It's
like
just how
Cartier is
does one
playing
win
white
this
instead of
game?
Daster.
Okay, let's stop rook e8.
Vicious rookie one. 95 probably coming next, given what we've seen so far. Oh, that's a good move too. Maybe even better move. Oh, he can't even move. Black cannot move.
Thing is, I can't even save the bishop. Okay, let me just go here. I mean, I need to play for some tricks. Thankfully, the rooks and the pawns all work like they used to.
Oh god, the brutality of
It's
this.
just I've not got any pieces. No, this game is so lost. Being
Daster.
bullied here by Mr. Daster. Rook f7, bishop h7, knight g6 is mate.
Yeah.
I guess I have to go here. Dang, this one was not it. Oh well. Okay, it's fine though. This was the black game out. Maybe we like double down and try for 3,000 in the next one. They just take everything basically.
Oh man, bishop
yeah, I
h7
shouldn't
is still a
have-
good move.
Added the squares. I think they really screwed me over. Oh well. It happens. I can just blame rats now, so that's a win.
Yeah. Now he's gonna hate me because I came up with the central squares. Handicap. That's so difficult.
Maybe I should have taken on d5. Okay, what is he thinking about? It's too late to be thinking. Rook f8, rook takes b8 is game over.
I was thinking whether bishop h7
Knight
mates you.
g6 probably
instead of
leads
taking
to
the
mate
pieces.
somewhere. Knight d7's a free piece.
Bishop e7 to f6 is good.
Okay, goes for that. I have 9 seconds left as well. I'm gonna need a miracle. I don't think I've got any left in store.
It would basically have to be a back rank mate with the rook. Yeah,
Well, there's one.
not happening.
I don't think it'll work for some reason.
I mean, that would
A3 for the boys.
that would be a
I
yeah.
think it's
That would have just
wasn't
been like
A3.
Dastard throwing.
I mean, he probably has force mate, but like I can't trade rooks. Yeah, there's probably mate somewhere here. Like, just go rook g7. Give me a chance. Rook g7, king f8, and then go like bishop h7 or something. I just need him to start panicking. So far, I'm not seeing any signs of that.
Notice that if you
Like,
were
rook d7 is
in
such
Black's
a
position, you would
professional
probably have
move
given
that
up.
ends the game. But
And
let's
he
hope he
hasn't.
doesn't play it. Okay.
Notice
have
how
his
he
mate,
hasn't given
yeah.
up yet.
Yeah, no, that was not it. Unfortunate.
Okay, but I want to point out something, Atulya, an instructive moment for my chat and probably for yours if they can hear me too. That the last few moves of that game, I think most of the people watching would have given up if they were Black. I mean, they might not have resigned, but I mean, even if they're moving the pieces, I think most of them would have given up. And listening to your internal thoughts, you were still trying to think of some way to win with one rook, you know? And I think that's really, you know, whether or not that's at all possible, it's really revelatory of what a master's sort of mindset is compared to a not master. I mean, that's really instructive that you're still looking for some traps, some way to win, some possible something. So.
I realized as soon as I played the Pierce that I was like, I need to play d5 or e5. If one pawn gets pushed, I need to play the other one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that was tough. By the way, Daster offers you a first joke. He says, you planned for disaster, but you didn't plan for this Daster.
Dang. That was good.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Dang, he was on fire today. Congratulations, Daster, for ruining our show. And thank you for always being there for us.
Double down.
Now
go crazy.
Now we're going to go crazy in round 3 too, I guess. All right. So
knight takes d6. How did that was just a blind spot. I assume you saw that, but
no, I was
apparently didn't.
I was just busy chatting along. You know, hadn't seen it coming. That was quite a good move from Daster.
Yeah. The thing is, if I just play like knight takes d5, it's fine. But for some reason, I had this brilliant plan where I was like, I need to keep my time up. So if a piece lands on e4, no thinking, we're just going to play knight f5.
Yeah.
Should have thought.
That was brutal. I think somehow the c6 move didn't help. I know it's your opening, but when you can't play d5, it becomes like a much less good move.
Because the d-pawn is just so weak.
It just weakens your d-pawn, and you couldn't really do anything with it since you could never play d5. So I think a lot of people were saying you could have just gone straight for your kind of like hippo or king's Indian or something, or Pierce, but without the c-pawn move this time.
Should have.
No offense to the caro itself.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's not the caro without the second move. All right, so let's get a third round opponent here. Chess Brainiac, thank you for the raid. Feel free to advertise your channel to our viewers since I don't know it and can't advertise it for you. To the raiders, welcome. Thanks for being here. You're about to see the third round of our game show, The Gauntlet. We need a player between 1,600 and 2,000 in chess.com rapid rating. We've got Tricky Drizzle offering themselves up. Let us check on Tricky Drizzle's ratings and make sure that they're okay with us. Tricky Drizzle. Bullet 2,300, Blitz 2,300. Nope.
Yeah, that's probably a bit much.
That is too much. That is too much. Does 2001 rapid count? No. It's got to be 1,600 to 2,000. Oh, your handle isn't Tricky Drizzle. That's somebody else. Your handle is The Smoke. All right.
Here's Daster. I appreciate it. No, you played insanely well. I was not expecting a 1,400 to see any of that. I'll mod Daster and get rid of Ratzes, to be fair.
The _ Smoke is rated 2,050 in rapid. That's not allowed either. We need a 1,600 to 2,000. So We could have RKDK. RKDK has been on once before. Is there anybody who's never been on before who wants the spot, or shall we give it to RKDK? For round 3. All right. RKDK, what's your chess.com username again? It looks like it's RKDK Chess, just like on Twitch. Rapid 1798, Blitz 1934. Bullet 2300. Atulya, you should know I'm going to allow that. It just, the bullet rating being an outlier is like a different kind of thing. It's just information for you that I'm reading it out. But since his blitz rating and rapid are both in the range, I'm okay with that. The other thing you should know is apparently I'm 0-2 against this kid.
Okay.
So this is basically like an insane bonus round.
Yep. So we might as well go crazy is all I'm hearing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why he's not the top rated kid his age in the country, but he's definitely a dangerous kid. So RKDK. An epic third round matchup. Let's pull up the menu, folks. The handicap menu. What do we want here?
I don't know. What do I need for 1600? I assume 3 time moments. No, okay. I came here to entertain, not to win anything.
All right.
So might as well double down on that. Okay, let's take 3-minute time on. It's all of them. Why not?
3. Okay.
If he's 2300 bullet, we might as well play a bullet game.
Play bullet with him.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess no castling.
Okay.
I don't want a bomb cloud.
Right.
No promotion. Let's just go for broken this one. And
Let me just tell you one other perspective.
Okay.
The highest anyone has ever scored in round 3 is 975 points. So if you went for 1,000 instead of 1,600, that would still be like an all-time record for that round that no one else would have touched.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think people would be plenty impressed.
Okay, what are we thinking, chat?
But of course, you go as crazy as you want. We're here to be entertained.
Knights Can't Touch Rim seems like a good one to just have. For the memes, chat. Okay, how do we orchestrate this though? You guys can't make me do math and play the chess. Someone needs to help me out with at least part
Somebody
of it.
count out the points. All right, and while he's thinking for a second, chat, everybody throw in like $1 to this prize fund or $2 to the prize fund. Help us build up this prize. Every week, we just want to raise $100 to sponsor this event. I promise you I won't take a penny of it, nor will Kostya, nor will Jesse, nor will DM Hokie. It's just for our contestants, just to thank them and reward them for coming in here and putting on great shows.
Okay, I think the best that we can come up with is we just go all in, and take queens, rooks, bishops.
Queens, rooks, bishops.
It's fine. We don't need any pieces.
We don't need any of our pieces.
Yeah. And then the question is, do we also try to win in 30 minutes, chat? I feel like the only way I can beat kids in like a normal game, like if you sit me down in front of someone who's like the best for their age, my only shot is we trade all the pieces and I just out endgame them. Like I've been playing the Caro for longer than they've been alive.
Right.
So that's my only chance.
Yeah. I've been retired for as long as he's been alive. And before that played the Caro for longer than he was alive.
But yeah, I don't know, too much.
$3.
That's true. I can't promote anyways. We might as well not go to the end game.
Yeah, but under 30 moves, I mean, you have to checkmate or flag him with his 10 minutes or have him resign, which,
They won't resign.
They won't resign, yeah.
I mean, sure. Let's add no en passant, and then
Yeah.
maybe we just throw in a must win in 30 for the boys.
All right. I can't
All right,
stop
chat,
you
can
from doing it.
Someone tell me what he plays, please, so I can like mentally prepare myself.
That would total up to 1,400.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. Let's just double up.
Absolutely crazy.
What happens if I
Bonkers.
lose? I get 0, and I still.
That's right.
I'm doing better than Jabava. So what more? Like you told me that beforehand, and I'm down.
Round 1 already put you above at least one grandmaster. Let me see.
Wait, what's his account name?
I think it put you above 2 grandmasters. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you're first round 1,400 points.
The person I'm playing's account name?
RKDK Chess.
Okay. All right, give me like, I don't know, like a minute or
A
something.
minute to
I'm 1-1
prepare?
against the seed. That's not good. It's okay. I believe. Question is, will he review our game? Because I beat him with white.
Oh, you've beaten him.
Yes. And he's
Nice.
beaten me.
Props to you.
So, but I was higher rated than him both times.
Yeah.
He's just good. And
Yeah.
I castled in this game, and I can't do that.
This game I used castling to defeat him, an illegal maneuver.
Huh. Okay, I'll let's do it. Let's just have some fun, chat. Why not?
All right. So we got 3 by 3 minutes time odds. We've got no castling again. You've got no promotion now?
Yeah, well, I have to win in 30 moves. I don't think I can promote in 30 moves.
That's right. No promotion. Queens can't capture. Bishops only move. Knights can't touch rim.
If I can't occupy the center, then I get to 1,600. But that seems a bit crazy.
Rooks
So.
get 5 moves and win under 30. Oh man, I have to like add this to another line because there's so many.
We're just gonna go for it. No, I'm not adding the must capture every 6 moves.
1, 2,
This kid's
3,
good at
4,
chess.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 different handicaps. Holy moly.
All
Hope
right,
you've got a better
I'm going
memory
all
than
in.
me.
I told you. I was here to entertain. It's my job here. Because I start work in 2 days. We might as well.
That's right. You're
Go
not
right on
gonna
the bank.
you're not gonna get to play crazy bullet chess in the office, huh?
Of course, yeah.
All right. Sounds like he's ready.
ready as I'll
RKDK,
be.
you can get ready too. I'm gonna just start the game for you guys in a second here, so you can just mute the stream or whatever. And
Chat. There's one problem, but it's fine. We're just gonna send it. I'll let you know what the problem was afterwards, but it's fine.
RKDK chess 10 to you. All right, here it goes.
Okay, chat. So here's the problem, okay? The problem was I wanted to play a London, but I can't play bishop f4. So yeah. We might as well play kind of slower chess, but I don't think there's any rules I have to immediately worry about. I just can't castle. Okay, I mean, I can play knight d4. I think that's fine.
Unfortunately for him, this is
wait, I
RKD's
took off
opening.
can't occupy the center. Why? It still says it on the rule list, but he doesn't have it in the points. So I think it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, he can occupy the center.
Oh, maybe it just didn't update on my screen. I probably didn't refresh the Excel sheet. It's fine, chat. You guys don't worry about it. Let's go knight d2. And let's go knight b3. And I hope to God he kingside castles right now. That's all I can really hope for. Okay, now we just send it. That was the plan. Is we take like 10 moves, he figures out how to develop his pieces, and now we just go for broke on the kingside.
I'm with XGen CL.
In
I
this case,
think
I don't win in 30 moves, which is still all right.
Yeah, I think Atulya's
But
got
let's have
like
some fun.
at best a 1% chance of winning this in 30
Knight d7.
moves.
This kid's a professional. What kind of move is knight d7?
He's
I
a
don't think in a
professional.
million years I would have considered knight d7.
This kid's a pro.
Um,
Oh god, he
yeah,
wants to
let's
play
just go
A4,
A4.
knight C5, knight D3. Can the Caro win does not allow
Also,
it.
problem, queens can't capture pawns. So even if he does blunder in the center of the board, I can't take it with a queen. Okay, it's fine. I'm still up on time from where I started. Now the question is, how do I blast open the king side? I think I go rook f1 and f4, right?
Wow. I guess.
Oh, I've got 13 moves to win this game? How on earth? Oh, I can't capture pawns. It's fine. It's too late now. I already captured the pawn. We might as well just take all the pawns.
Yeah, might as well. At least that allows him to give checkmates
Dang
with
it.
the queen.
But knight d3 is such a nifty move. Good on him. It's hard playing against someone who's good at chess who also knows that I can't play half of the legal moves on the board.
Yeah, this is quite hard. That's
And
exactly
I have to
right.
win in like 10 more moves.
Yeah.
Let's just go f4. If he checks me and wins this pawn, at least then I won't have to worry about castling.
There we go.
Because my king would have moved.
We can turn castling green.
All right, we've got a grand total of 8 more moves to win this game. So the only way to win is bishop takes g4. So hopefully bishop takes g4 shows up. That's not g4. Dang it. Okay, I'll take with the queen.
Yeah, she's pretty
Now
good.
maybe queen takes g4 and then queen takes f4 mouse slip.
Queen g4, rook g1, and then instead of queen f5, queen f4.
I don't really know how to win this. He's trying to play rook c4. He's still trying to play good chess. How dare he?
I know.
All right, let's bring some pieces to the fray.
Annoying. I think queen
I assume
g2
queen
or
takes and
f3
now
would
queen
have been
f5
safer
check.
than this. If I were black, I would have left that g pawn
And
on
now
the
rook
board.
c4 for the
just
board.
gone like this. Look at
On
this
move
king coming out to
27.
fight.
Imagine he plays rook g4.
Rook h7, rook
okay.
check.
That's at least a chance.
Exactly.
So you're
Rook
telling me
king
there's a
twice.
chance. King g8. Forget that you can block. Dang it. Thing is, this is plenty winning, probably. But that was move 30.
Yeah.
So rip the move 30 as well. So we're down 2 right now,
Yeah.
which is fine in the grand scheme of things. Those were 2 I can afford to lose. Maybe. I guess I'll know in a second. d4 is a crazy move here. Hopefully he just doesn't see it. Okay, now I'll go c4 and bishop c3, and we're threatening queen g7. And the game ends on move 35. Are you serious?
Oh, so
I'm gonna make
close.
this dude on move 35, not move 30. This game. Why do I do this to myself?
He's got 30 seconds left.
You can't stop mate in 1. King h6, queen h4. Otherwise, queen g7 is just mate in 1.
It was
5
a-
moves off.
It was a good performance,
Dang
if not
it.
everything that he needed.
Okay, I mean, I'll take beating this kid in 35 moves with all those handicaps.
We'll throw
But
the
queens
axe
can't
for
catch
you.
the pawn. Dang it. So close.
That was insanely close, actually.
5 moves.
Wow. Oh, Molnui
Oh, they
is...
can't see the board. I didn't even let them see the board. I hate it here.
Your chat didn't get to see the board?
Yeah, it's fine. They were watching your stream as well.
Okay. It was a great game. It was a great game. They can find it somewhere. Mon Ui is asking, or Mon Ui is asking about the checkmate on g7 if it wasn't possible right after rook g1. And black played queen f5 check there. So that's
Yeah.
why he had to move his king. And then black stopped the checkmate by blocking the g file. So these players did not miss any mated
All right, give
ones
me,
this
like,
time.
1 sec. Let me just tab through the game so they can see what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I had a scene up where they could see the stuff to pick from, and I just stayed on that because I was trying to get myself like focused up. But yeah, I took a pawn here, which I mean I have to. What else do I do other than take this pawn on d3? But this is already like move 20, so I have to win in 10 moves now. And then the only hope that I have is he mouse slips like queen f4 and hangs mate in 1. But unfortunately, he wasn't that kind. And we end up delivering mate on move 35, which is just 5 moves too slow.
So close. So close. So I just tallied up the
Dang.
points for you. You scored 550 points.
Okay, I'll take that.
I mean, it was like an incredible, fantastic game. If you hadn't taken the must win in under 30 moves, you would have gotten like an incredible score, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have had like
Oof.
850. But
I don't think I would have played like that if I didn't have to win in 30 moves.
Yeah. But one bright spot on the score front is that those 550 points put you 25 points ahead of me.
Oh, okay, I'll take that.
So you got that going.
Yeah. You've got
that going.
to have some words with RKDK afterwards.
Yeah.
Because he keeps beating you, but then he plays
He
back.
beats me every time and then somehow lets you checkmate him on the dark squares. Come on, RKDK. Yeah, and actually you played RKDK's opening. The Kali system is his like only opening. So that was...
It's because after I played D4, I realized I couldn't play London.
You could have played the two-step London, right? Bishop D2.
Ah, yeah, of course. If I had won that game with the two-step London, then Rosen's making a video somewhere. It's all over.
The two-step London wins in under 30 moves. I mean, it's so slow. So
yeah, it's just
so slow to set up anything.
It could have been worse, is at least what I was telling myself in the 30 seconds it took him to play King H6. If that was move 29 and he played Rook D4,
yeah,
I don't think I would have recovered mentally.
Yeah.
So,
we would have maybe given you half the points for that.
Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, what else did I wanted to say? I mean, it was a great performance. Great points, great opening. Kali system. Yeah, I don't know. He played great. You played great. Wow. Thank you very much. Thanks to everybody who's been sending in some donations. I know we've also had some bits donated that I'll tally by hand and add into the prize fund for later. Fantastic score, Atulya. You made National Masters look good today.
Cool, I'll take it. The second game, we'll just pretend like it didn't count for anything anyways, so we'll just skip over that one mentally.
Yeah. And here's a shout out to Can the Car win. And Daster says you not only made National Masters look good, you made him look good too.
Yeah, that's fair. You win some, you lose some.
Which is fair. I mean, he looked good. I would say our whole chat played really well against you. I mean, you faced tough opposition today in every round. I think you didn't get any lapses. You know, like a 1,000 rated player is sometimes going to play like 800 and sometimes like 1,500, and you never got like the easy ball or the big blunder. Today, everybody did well. So congrats all around.
Arguing that my third round opponent played bad.
His third round. He played fine, but he must have made some mistake as we reached towards the end. Oh yeah, it was taking on G4 was the move I didn't like. I don't know what you thought, but I remember when we were watching the game, I was thinking that as black, instead of Queen G4, I would have played Queen F3 or G2 and come out to E4 that way and just leave white with the G pawn. I mean, what do you want with white's G pawn, RKDK? I have to agree, that move was really impractical. Maybe in a classical game for a computer, they might play Queen G4, but in a bullet game as a human, it's fairly suicidal.
Yeah, also, there was no reason for him to play a bullet game.
Right.
But I'm more than happy that he did it.
Yeah. He's already got one extra pawn. Your king's funny. I don't even know if a computer would take G4. I think Queen...
okay, chat's saying that he needed to play F6 and not G6, but you should never play F6.
Oh, after Queen F5 check to then, right, to cover the dark squares instead of the light squares with your pawns, play F6.
Bishop can do the job on light squares.
Yeah.
I was partly terrified of like Bishop takes A4 showing up.
Exactly.
But
yeah,
it's not that scary. I guess I just play King A3.
Yeah, but he can play Rook C4 first. It's definitely a pretty scary position. Yeah. Knight D3 was a trick. He says he was taking advantage of your handicaps, which he knew of. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, because I hadn't moved. I had to play King C2, so my rooks would guard each other.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I could have played Rook H1 and like tried to go for H7 or something. It was a lot of fun, honestly. Like, yeah, I had a blast. Cool.
Thank you very much for coming on, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I always enjoy the Gauntlet, so we're gonna keep chugging along with this show, inviting in more guests, and I think it's always pretty exciting for the viewers. Before we go, tell us about like what's coming up for you. For those here who are wondering whether or not to hit this follow button that I keep offering here in chat. What kind of a streaming schedule do you think you're going to be able to maintain with your 9 to 5?
Earlier this summer, I was streaming every day when I was like picking up steam and like just streaming every day was helpful. And then I start work on Monday, and it's gonna be rather strenuous, but
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna try to stream like 3 or 4 times a week minimum, somewhere
Okay.
around there.
Cool.
But my chess is very much like on sort of like a community building front and less of like a instructive or like this is how you should play good chess, as I'm
Uh-huh.
sure you could tell by my commentary when I was playing. I'm not exactly like trying to convince chat that my game of chess is the right way to play it, but more so that like it can be fun.
Okay.
So yeah, we're purely for entertainment.
Cool. And are you
That's
planning
about
to
it.
play a lot on your stream in the coming like
Yeah, I
months
usually play
or
against chat a lot,
Mhm.
and I play in a few of these tournaments. Like I've played correspond or not correspond classical, or we played rapid games on ChessDojo's channel before.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are chat. If anyone wants to learn how to properly play chess, you should definitely check them out as well.
Sure.
Um,
Sure. Yeah, you guys can do that too.
no. Okay, my chat is just spamming it's just degeneracy here, which is fair. I usually stream till like 4 a.m. and I don't always stream chess either. We've been streaming Scrabble, Valorant, just other stuff, but ultimately the goal of the stream is like some place for people to just hang out and have a good time.
That would make
So,
for some
yeah.
rough mornings at work if you
Yeah.
play Bullet till 4 a.m. in the future.
We played the marathon last week, and I was live for I think 17 hours against an average opponent of 2580. So by the end of it, my brain wanted to turn off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you passed the point of exhaustion there.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your job? What is this thing that's so
Well-
awesome that you're going to reduce your streaming schedule for it?
Yeah, I'm ditching chat, of course. No, I graduated in May with a bachelor's in finance.
Okay.
And so I'm going to be a proper business attire. That's why I'm dressed up in like a Patagonia and stuff today.
Yeah, it
I'm
looked
not
like you were
streaming
dressed for
tomorrow.
work.
So chat was like, just wear a work outfit for your like last stream for the time being.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, what's the most fintech outfit you guys can come up with? And here we are.
So chat dresses you?
No, I mean, it's like purely for entertainment for me. It's like, I don't mind. We have channel point redemptions that are like, change the board. So that's
Right.
why it's just like anything. I usually play song requests on stream as well. It's very much like an interactive experience.
Right.
More so than like, oh, someone's trying to get better at chess or something.
But I'm looking
Like, I
forward.
think I've
I'm
peaked. So.
I'm looking forward to the moment where somebody asks you like, "Who dressed you?" and you're like, "My chat." And then we have to see like if people
Oh, if they understand.
if people understand that, right? If that's like a
Yeah.
common enough thing that people are like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I got it."
Of course.
They're like, "Yeah, I've got a YouTube also."
But yeah. No, I had a blast. Like, it was definitely a different way of playing chess.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun because this is not how I normally play chess.
Right.
Because I play Bullet and Blitz only, a lot of like the onus is on like keeping time up and like just playing because I know
Yeah.
how the pieces move. And then
Yeah.
I show up today and it turns out I don't know how the pieces move. And I have to spend half my time figuring
Remembering which ones.
out if
Yeah.
I can play these legal moves.
Yeah. Well, I think you definitely found like from like your first time doing this with us, I think you found like your strong point in this would be to play really fast with a lot of time odds and to play for the long game, I think. And just like let your opponents make mistakes, but stop trying to do anything. Just keep playing like okay moves, defending and stuff like that. I think that's where you would score the most
Yeah.
points in general, is that sort of a strategy.
That second game just wasn't it. But it's fine. You live and you learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys will, like, I assume you'll have season 2 next year sometime.
We will
so-
with different handicaps. That'll be
Okay.
the shakeup for.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever
Second
need someone
season.
purely for entertainment purposes, let me know.
We always need someone for entertainment purposes. That's
good.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of education on the channel, but the Gauntlet is definitely supposed to be a lot of fun. So,
Mhm.
all right, that's our show for today, everybody. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to everybody who followed our contestant. Thank you to National Master Atulya Vaidya for being on here with us. And thank you to all of those who donated to our prize fund, which will help us to continue to attract wonderful guests to our show. And yeah, cheers everybody. See you around.
Yeah, thanks for having me.